it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Got his man down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box. More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Right back to the well. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Off play action. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Makes the catch. It's Parker. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
To the ground. He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Grab behind the line. It's Miller. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Bellamy. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Oh, better look out! They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets it out quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Lewis to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. This is soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense returns ready to go back on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Utes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Wants to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
Ready, set. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
The safeties are usually the quarterbacks of the defense. They're getting everybody lined up. They're coming down in the box and making big tackles, but they also do a great job in the back end with their coverage, breaking on the football, getting the big INT.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Lewis wants to pass. Can't hang on. It's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Working the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Caught over the middle, it's Fareed. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Rides to back and leaves it. Turning it on! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Touchdown, Utes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Going in motion. They'll try the run. Plows through the defense. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop in the running back spot.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lewis to throw. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. The Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. He'll pull it on the read. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
So now it's 2nd and long. They send the tight end in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Hauls it in. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 92, on to kick it away.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Their team in prime position on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some ways that work. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Lewis wants to pass. He makes the grab. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch a big fella.
And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Miller. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Parker. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He'll take it himself. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Thomas. The quick beat, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll immediately call timeout. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Utes will kick it away to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. As we start the third quarter, we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Miller. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
The give to the lone running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
They'll go right back to it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Powers through the defender. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense. Not quitting on the play.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Bellamy. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling one or two guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you and get to the running back before it gets started.
Lewis to throw. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On fourth down, going to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Leaves it with the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
To the ground with the back. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Utes have this offense rolling.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. On the way, and you betcha, a 59-yard field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down and more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to the ground game on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Lewis wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Lewis to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Bellamy. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 11 over Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Running behind that left side. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Hawkins. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's open. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
Pulls and fires complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Punt is on its way. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
On the ground, it's Bellamy. Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football.
Oh, he's got some space. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Power football with the run. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Barges ahead. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Here comes the option. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Utes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll leave it with him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Utes line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Lewis wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the grab on the left side. Touchdown, Buffs! In the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Iowa steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Iowa City a ton of confidence. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
A 5-point game here, getting very late in the offense. Will stay on the field on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same.
He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Under fire. And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. Guys, this is